keep yourself warm. You just go, go, go. And these guys up in Alaska now on these boats and stuff are dying with these survival suits on. I can believe it. They'll kill you because you can't keep warm in them. With a wetsuit, hell, I'll swim over to the first island. Won't bother me any because I'm warm. I'm hot in them. We had tugboats up there, 150-foot tugboats shoving icebergs away from where we were anchored out, picking these pipes up. What they did, they rolled a barge over full of pipe. Well, they wanted all these pipes, and they were big pipes. They're about probably 54-inch pipes, and they wanted to put them on the line, and every pipe had a serial number. And they wanted the pipe for the serial number so they knew where, because each serial number went in a certain spot in that line. And so when on the plane going up there, we decided, we said, well, we're going to get every one of these pipes, because most of the time we go out on these damn jobs and we almost get it completed and everybody wants to go home. So they pack up and go. Like I said, we're not going to do it this time. We're going to get every one of them, and we did. We got every damn piece of pipe out of there. But the barges that went up there were 100 feet wide and about 300 or 400 feet long, and the pipe was 50 feet high on it. They had stanchions alongside the barge, and they had two of them. The tugboats were pulling the one here, and then they had another one behind that. And they were going up there, and the one in the back, the one in the front, they could kind of get around these icebergs, but the one in the back, they couldn't control. And they kept hitting these icebergs, and they kept banging on the icebergs, and pretty soon they tore holes in the bow of the barge on the rake tank, which don't sink it. It just goes down, and it goes like this, see, it's in the water, and it's hard to control them that way. So they brought the tugboat down and tied alongside the barge and pushed it backwards with the tug on the barge, shoving it backwards, and had the other one behind it. And they got up there, and they were between the Point Barrow and Prudhoe Bay, a place called Harrington Bay, and they were socked in. It was foggy. Radar was no good because it was just nothing but solid icebergs and blimps, and they were fighting their way through that. They couldn't get a helicopter to find a way to go, so they put a deckhand out on the front of the barge and pulled around. They hit this iceberg and they flipped the barge over, dry docked the doggone tug on the bottom of the barge.
Oh, geez.
It broke its lines and went back into the water. The guy that was up on front, they never did find him. They didn't, he was gone. They couldn't even see the bow of the tugboat when they were in the tugboat, but they had radar, which is no good when you got nothing but blimps all around you.
Yeah.
But anyhow, they decided they wanted to get that pipe up, and at the time when it tipped over, the barge wasn't even in the water. The barge was up on top of the pipe, which was down to, it was only 35 feet deep.
Ah, yeah.
a 50-foot high bunch of pipe on that thing, so it wasn't touching the water. Well, by the time they got us and flew us up there, the iceberg's been banging on that doggone pile of pipe and barge that it settled down into the barge was in the water, because it kept rolling the pipes out underneath these stanchions. The stanchions are about 2 inches thick. So they flew us up there, and they flew us up there down to Prudhoe Bay, and they threw us on a tug and a barge, and we went whipping on out there with our gear and stuff. And we got out there, and they had it anchored out where we had to be. So we had them make up. They had a 4100 Manitowoc, a big Manitowoc crane on this barge. And they made up a spreader bar for us, and we had them tie 4 lines. And the pipe was so long. Well, no, that one we just used a spreader bar with a line here and a line here with a hook, and they'd set the spreader bar out, and we'd jump in the water and swim over and go down, hook into the pipe, and swim right down that pipe with a rope in between them. They kept the rope there, and we'd hook it in, then we'd come up the other one and go and sit on our ass while they picked it out and loaded it on a barge. Well, we just went boom, 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 and it'd just take us a few minutes, just 4, 5, 6 minutes to get a hook onto a pipe. It's real shallow, so it's just jumping in and going from here over to there, and you were out, you know. So we just started bringing them doggone pipes out, just one right after another, and it was daylight 24 hours a day. So,
oh jeez.
So we didn't have no watches or nothing, so we just started.
You just kept on working.
Just kept going.
Waiting for it to get dark, didn't you?